All right, Garmin has come out with the 9000 series. 9000 series is basically a 8600 series on steroids. They're seeing the need in the future for faster, more reliable connections with their networking. So in other words, your radar, your live scopes, any of your sensors, wind sensors and stuff like that, live scopes. So is what they've done is they've gone to a new BlueNet style of networking cables. That involves some boxes and stuff like that, but it becomes very easy to do, to take the old stuff and bring it back to the new stuff. All right, what they're doing is basically the old stuff only had 100 megabytes of computing power to transfer between these sensors, and they're finding that they need 1,000. So 1,000 megabytes a second is a lot. So basically it's 10 times faster. Mapping upgrades for redraws and what have you, so you get a little more detail on your drawing. What that does is it forces you to do connections like I was saying before. They've come out with a bunch of different connectors to help you take your old radar and live scopes and stuff like that and just transfer it over to BlueNet. Just pay attention when you're doing it. It seems a little bit crazy at the time, but once you're done, you'll see the difference because everything's going to work much better. So basically you have a lot of new features also that are on these. You can talk to them, requires a microphone, but you can say, hey Garmin, set a waypoint. Hey Garmin, 10 degrees to port. You will need a mic for that. But you got all these different functions here. You still got everything you want, even your media. You can do your media all from here. You can do different zones and what have you. It does require a Fusion, Fusion, Clarion, and JBL head unit to do that, so you can tie into your MFDs, but made it a lot easier. So there's all kinds of different modes here. Your sonars for redrawn, especially like for live scope. I don't have it on right now, but it makes it faster, a little more clear, especially with the new screens. Very tunable if you're used to the software on the old ones, for being able to do the 3 punches, and you're pretty much anywhere you need. It's still all there. They made it easy. Their motto was, if you couldn't be there in 3 punches, that they didn't want you to have it. Wanted to make it easy to use. And as you can see, you can go from anywhere as you want in literally 2-3 punches. When you want to get into settings, you can do the same thing. Right now we're in Wilson Harbor. As you can see the detail here, you can even see where we're docked. You can see our tracks. You can see all kinds of stuff going in here. But everything has been faster and clearer. And with all the integration they have with the audio and any electronics you want to integrate in, it's all getting faster. And that's what it's all about, is being faster, more efficient, and clearer and easier to use. Okay, as you can see, I've got a bunch of different screens here. You can see our water temp. We use that a lot for salmon. We're always trying to find the warm water. But I've also got my engine set up on here. So if I turn a key on, you'll see things turning on. And you start seeing everything. So you can do your gauges, can all be integrated. Your autopilot's integrated. Your radio with AIS is integrated. And now up top here, you'll see we got our MFD integrated with our Fusion stereo. The Fusion stereo, you really need to, if you're going to do any amps or anything like that, really helps you tune it in. Without it, you're really not getting the full effect of the amp. But it really does make a difference when you're using this stuff. You can go to your radar, you can do overlays and everything else, but you can see where we're docked again. Everything is all right at your fingertips, and it's really easy to flip between screens to get to see anything you want. I'm running the Navionics Plus, Vision Plus, and it really does. You can see my tracks for the week so far, and you can see the channel. Navigation, we're using AI now on some of these new systems. So literally I'm leaving the dock here, and as you can see, it takes me right out the channel. I'm zoomed in a little bit, and you can see that it just makes the turns. I don't touch my wheel unless there's another boat in my way. Takes me right out of the harbor, but takes me right out, and then I take over, set where I'm going, and then the boat drives itself. Like I said, you can talk to it. You can run it from your watch. I'm running from my watch today, the autopilot from my Garmin watch. But everything's integrated. Garmin is making sure that you can have all the connectivity that you need and have the faster data transfers with their new network with the BlueNet. So like I said, 1,000 megabytes a second versus 100 on the old system. I want to thank Eric Garmin for helping me out over the years and all the other sponsors that are working with me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you again.